Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you are new, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Marvel Snap content. Today is going to be a video prepping you all for next month because the season ends. Well, I guess technically it's this month, but the season ends here in four to 5 days, depending when I release this video. Right? Currently, it's April Fool or the April Fool's event is up, so you kind of have a time period of when this video is being made. So let's go ahead and jump over to this. The cards coming in April. We have the season pass card, the season upgradable card, and we have all these other cards. I'm gonna have like a little tier list here, basing off like where I think your coins are best put, or if you should spend any at all this season, because we do have the Daredevil season coming up next month, and I do think there's like a few cards coming out next month that are gonna be pretty strong. Now, that being said, disclaimer, things can always change. Cards can get buffed, cards can get nerfed, cards can be adjusted. There's never really a safety net window or anything. Cards just change all the time, so keep that in mind. 6K collector tokens can be quite hefty, so if you want a card, just know you want it because you want it, okay? And whether the card's good, bad, or decent, if you want a card, get the card. It's your choice, your playstyle. I feel like a few of these cards will fit into a few places that will be relatively good. So let's go ahead and talk about it. We have Strife. He's an objective card. We're staying with the objective stuff. Play 3 on reveal cards. Use the highest cost on reveal in your hands. So whenever you play 3 on reveals, he pops your highest card on reveal, which is, in theory, really good. Let me explain why. Imagine you just have a Fing Fang Foom chilling in your hand. Boom. Double Fing Fang Foom. It's pretty good, actually. Just know that he's going to have your common weakness of any on reveal, Cosmo. So if they have a Cosmo, careful. This card will probably be relatively good, in my opinion. It is an on objective, which means you have time to play your turn 1, 2, 3s out before you even play him. He's a 4/6. But honestly, I think he could be pretty good. I do. I think this is a card that's going to be paired with like Fing Fang Foom's probably a big one. I want to say Zola. Well, it would be interesting to see with Zola. Not saying it won't be played as Zola, just would be interesting to see if Zola. Like a 4/6 Zola. But like the issue with Zola is that he has 0 power, so you kind of give up that location where this one doesn't. There's a few unrevealed cards that could be pretty solid with this guy, depending how you build your deck. So I think he's going to be really good. I don't know if he's going to be busted. On paper, sounds really strong. In play, could turn out he's either really good or really bad, may need adjustments. It's hard to say. He's kind of one of those things that's going to just pop off randomly as soon as you get him in your hands, which needs to be in your hand, by the way, for this to, or it needs to be on the field before this to proc, by the way, so you have to play him. But I feel like he's going to be pretty strong. He'll be the season pass card. I think he'll be stronger than N7or. Not saying that this card is bad anymore. I just think when it comes to your game plan, you have a better objective idea how to build this guy to be a little bit more straightforward. And honestly, on reveals are a little bit more easier to navigate than switching out a card randomly. It's a little harder to build your deck around. Next up on the list, let's just do the Techno Virus Organic, or Techno Organic Virus, which should be the battle pass thing. So it says on reveal, copy this to your hand with +2 cost. Infect your other cards here with, I think it's +1 power. I think the idea is it's like Doom 99, but you don't run it with Doom 99. You run it as its own like style. And I don't. The issue that I'm having with this card is that you replace their text completely. So, on reveals will probably still proc because it's going to be a one-time proc, and then you replace their text, which is weird. So I don't really know how to judge this card. I don't really. It's not a bad card. I don't think this is a bad card. I think this is going to be a card that has this unique niche of a deck that someone will figure out. Like, oh, this is sick in this deck. I feel like I'm gonna like this card. I just don't know how good it's going to be with how niche it's going to be for like whatever reason. It's a little tricky to kind of pinpoint how good this is going to be. It's kind of like Kitty Pride, but like, you're puffing your field. It's an interesting card. I will give it that. It's an interesting card. With it not starting in your hand though, that means you can only do this probably a couple of amount of times depending when you draw it. So, man, I don't know. Do I think the upgrade for the battle pass is going to be worth it? I think this will be a solid card. I don't know how good it's going to be because it's really weirdly worded. And like the data mines, we have an idea what it does. It's an ongoing card. You play the card, it removes your text, and it buffs your cards up by 1 power. So you're kind of like slowly ramping yourself up. It's the part that's confused me is that it removes your card text. So like anything that's not an on reveal, I don't know how good it's going to be next to that card unless they're giving you negative for whatever. Like if the card is good in power but has a negative status, I wonder if this card will run good with those type of cards because they're normally naturally big anyway, or if the idea here is to go small and just go wide and really big. I don't really know the best way that this card's gonna be utilized until it's in the game. We won't really know. Next up is Wolverine Horseman of War. This has 5 or more power. Oh, it was changed. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. He's a 3. He's a 4/3. Ignore my stupidity. This has 5 or more power. Give one of your cards at each location +3. It starts as a 3/5. So you just got to give it 2 power, which honestly is not that bad. This is really not bad at all. I think this is one of the easiest conditions you can do, assuming you just start as a 3/5. If you need to get this thing 5 power, it may be a little bit more harder, but like as a 3/5 just out the gate, just getting it above 5 power is really simple, and the effect is relatively okay. He's a 4/12 essentially. So for that reason, since he's a 4/12, I think he's good. I don't know how good he'll be, like in what deck. My issue that I'm having with this guy, even though I really want this guy, is his cost is 4. It's pretty pricey to play for something that is nice, but there's better. That being said, Jack Frag has a new buddy. I don't know. I think he'll be good. I don't know how popular he's going to be. I don't know if you're going to be running him in like Destroy. I'm sure there's going to be like some like deck that wants him in Destroy, because if you think about it, you can buff your Deadpool this way. You can buff your other cards this way and Destroy, and you can kind of use Headpool to juice him up. So there's that as well. Like there is synergy with Headpool in him. You have time to ramp him up. You can probably run him with like your typical rampy deck, like with Scarlet Spider, Shallow, Maverick, stuff like that, Agony, Hulkbuster. Those will probably be pretty decent with him. Penny Parker, if you use her. Outside of those decks, I don't really know where you're going to be juicing this guy unless you just have an Agony in your deck and you just get lucky and draw both. So I think he'll be good. I think he'll be really good. He's one that I'm definitely wanting myself because I think he'll be something that I can use in multiple versions of my decks. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure like how good. Like this next season is a little weird. There's like one clear winner, and then like the rest of the cards are like, that's interesting. Next up on the list is Mother Askani. I don't even know. It's 5:30 in the morning. I give up. On reveal, give your leftmost card in your hand +2 power and 1 minus cost, then copy it. It's a 4/4. This is automatically strong due to the fact that it's copying your card. Don't care if it's a 4 cost. Whenever you get the ability to +2 something, -1 something, and then copy it, it's automatically good. It's automatic. Oops, don't worry about that. That was the deck I was kind of theory crafting. This is automatically good. I don't know how good this is. Like Wingbeat, I think it'll have its like decks you put it in. The cost is what's killing it. I think having a 4 cost is just so expensive. You have 2 turns to make up that like difference. It just depends what you hit with it, and then you have to copy it. So if you copy a Fing Fang Foom, technically you can play on a turn 6, and then you copy it, and then you can play on a turn 7. So like in that sense, it sounds really good. But like if you hit something that just doesn't matter, then like it just doesn't matter, right? So it kind of depends what you hit with this thing. If you hit something good, you're golden. But it's not as simple as Wingbeak, because Wingbeak's really easy to play just off the rip. If you just have something worth value to hit that needs to get 2 power, Wolverine, Shallow, Fing Fang Boom, like those big targets where they can also get that cost reduction. It's already doing enough to do that, and then copy it. It's going to be situational based off what deck you're running, because it just depends on like where you're running this. It's a 4 cost. For one, you have to think about like what are the 4 costs are you going to be playing? What 5 costs are you going to be playing? Do you run 6 cost, 7 cost? Where does this go? Like, where are you playing this? If you have a strategy for it, I feel like it's going to be really, really good, assuming that you're able to get your card in the leftmost, position, which means you're going to have to spend everything before then. So if you get unlucky if it draws, it may backfire. But if you get the right hand and it draws properly, this could be probably really good. So I'm on this is probably going to be pretty good. Next up, this is a limited time event, so I don't really know if I should count this. I'll talk about it. It's her son. It's a 2/3. Activate. Create 1 cost card at another location. Increase the cost each time you're winning here as the turn starts. So the way I am reading this, and the way that it sounds like it's wanting to be used, is you play him at a location. Each turn that passes and you're winning that location, it levels up that created card's cost. That is interesting. So I feel like this one's going to take a little bit of strategy to use, because you may want to like locate a card in your, like you might want to think about it like, okay, if I'm going to create a card that costs 3, what are the possibilities that a 3 cost card right here could backfire? What are the possibilities of a 4 cost card I could play here could backfire? I think the most you'll be able to get out of this guy is 5 at best, if you're lucky. And there's some pretty banger 5 cost cards. So this guy may be a little hard to use, because in most situations, I don't think you're getting above a 2. If people see you play this, they're going to contest that spot and make this really hard to rank up. So, with that being said, I think he's solid. But he's going to be completely random by the way it's worded, by what you pull, which could backfire. If you have a 2 cost, it could pop a Carnage and kill your field. If you have a 1 cost, it could be something decent. A 3 cost can Killmonger or Luna. It's completely random, I feel like. So I don't know. In the context of what we're given, I couldn't tell you exactly what the hell this is going to do. It sounds solid, but at the same time, it's a limited time event. It could be butt cheeks. I don't know. So this one is the one I'm not the most confident on. I feel like this is going to be either a solid card or a dookie card. It just doesn't... It depends on the player. So we have a 2/3 Archangel Horseman of Death. Objective. So many objective cards. Your cards are destroyed 4 times. Resurrect 1 here with 4+ power. There's something here. There is. But I don't know what it is. This, like, there's a lot of random, like, chance stuff in this batch that is coming that could be hit or miss depending on what you pull. And this is another one. It's like, this could be good. It could be. Or it can be shit. Because you have to destroy 4 things. And then resurrect 1 here with +4 power. So it's going to be for a destroy deck, probably. But let's just go over the game and really just like look at the options when it comes to destroy. Like, you're killing a lot of stuff. You are. You're killing Carnage. You're killing, more X. You're killing Nico. You're killing stuff. But what do you bring back that's worth it out of this pile? I don't know. I think that you're gonna have to reinvent the map and like kind of like look for other things. Maybe maybe you go more into a different style of destruction deck. Maybe you're aiming to destroy something else. Maybe this is for fastball. Nimrod. Maybe. I don't really know. Because while it sounds good in theory, you're gonna have to invent the wheel with this one a little bit. I like the idea of this being in a Nimrod deck with fastball. You get 2 guaranteed kills then by fastballing your Nimrod and then Kid Omega-ing your Nimrod the first time. So that's 2, which means you got to figure out 2 more ways to kill it to bring it back. And if you landed on a Sherry, one of those Nimrods could have value. One of those Nimrods will actually, all of them have value, let's be honest, because all of them will be +4 power, which is already kind of nice. So I feel like Nimrod is something that could see this, but I'm not sure. Outside of Nimrod, you're gonna have to get really inventive with it. Like, you could use it in Phantom X because you're destroying things. Like, if we talk about Phantom X, right? Here, I'll just show you like my Phantom X deck. You are destroying stuff in this Phantom X deck, right? You have the ability to eat Lin Lee or his sword, and then if you had Morgan Le Fay, you could bring him back. You could, eat Gambit. You could destroy an Ice Cube. You could destroy Luna Snow, Maru, but Marrow. But like, are any of these worth bringing back? Maybe. Maybe. I feel like Lin Lee brought back would be kind of insane. Like, out of all the things that we talked about, bringing back Lin Lee with 4+ power. Wait a second. We're cooking. We might be cooking there. But like, that's a chance. You have a chance to bring him back, right? You have to bring you have to like make 4 of him and destroy all 4 to guarantee bring him back. I wonder if there's gonna be a deck that creates cards and you focus destroying one style of cards that are worth bringing back, and then you can use them. I don't know though. I don't know. It sounds good. It just sounds random. You could Zola your Null and bring back a massive site. Well, it'd only be 4 power extra. That wouldn't really matter. I don't know. I'm not sold on this guy. So I've been talking about him for a while. I think he's solid, but he might be bad. I don't know. He's unless I'm missing like something important that I'm just not connecting the dots to, like Weapon X. You could kill Weapon X and bring him back, maybe, if you're lucky. But right now, I think he's solid. This one has a lot of potential. A lot of these have a lot of potential. It's just figuring out what home their deck is, which is where I'm questioning a lot of it. Next up, we have Polaris, Horseman of Pestilence, coming in at a 2/2. Objective, cards in play are inflicted with -5 power. Put a card from your hand here. This one's got some potential for multiple decks. You have your main affliction deck with Ajax, Hazmat, Luke Cage, Caliban, you know that type of deck, right? Being able to pull something to your deck or from your hand to your deck well, it's not for free. After hitting this, it might be pretty good, depending on what you pull. There are other cards that do the same thing, Jubilee, that pull from your deck. You have Dragon Lord that does the same thing, but he pulls from your hand. He's just a higher cost. This is a lower cost card, therefore it's probably easier to play in an affliction deck. I am curious though, because if you pop Meru, just Meru alone 7, right? -7 across the board. This will guarantee pull something from your hand with just Meru alone. So it has me thinking about this deck a little bit. I always go to Phantom X for like my first thoughts of buffs because I feel like the deck needs more like variations and buffs. So I always like to think about like Phantom X, like could this work here? And I think it could. I don't think there's anything you wouldn't want to. Well, let me let me pause a second. If you're smart with the location placement with Polaris, there's not many things that could go wrong here. Even if you pull Venom, even if you pull a Carnage or whatever it is, your permanent Death Strike, whatever it is, as long as you're, because it's going to pull it on the placement of, yeah, it's going to pull it directly out of your hand to that spot. So if you plan around the fallbacks, like what could happen, like I could pull a Destroy card, eat Polaris, get my guaranteed, get my guaranteed kill. I could pull Black Cat. Oopsie. Probably best to wait for that discard. Could pull a Gambit. That's fine if you have Morgan Le Fay in your deck. Because if you pull Morgan Le Fay, you can bring stuff back. But that could also backfire. So you got to really be smart when you want to proc this in that style deck. This could work in this deck if you're smart with your infliction. You have full access and full ability to decide when you afflict as a Phantom X player, which is one of the benefits of using Phantom X. You decide when you want to afflict. With an affliction deck, your cards kind of just do it off reveal, so you have less control of it. With her, with Phantom X, Marrow, you have to destroy or discard. Phantom X doesn't activates, so you can play around that to make this proc when you need it to. So you can drain your whole hand, proc your afflict, and guarantee pull that last card out, whatever it is. So I like this as an idea, as a theory crafter, in a Phantom X deck if there's room to use it. If there's room to use it. Don't know if Lin Lee Iron Fist or Lin Lai Iron Fist would be in this type of build because you might accidentally pull something that can relocate him. But Wild Child would be decent with this. You could probably go bigger and run an Ajax. Just an idea. Just throwing out there, I think this card would be pretty impressive in the right deck. This one is actually looking more interesting to me, so I think for me personally, this one could be really good or good, depending on the situation. Just depends where you play it. I think it's just going to be a baseline of good. Just good. It's going to be a good card somewhere. Moving on to the last one, Storm Horseman of Famine. It's a 3/1. They did nerf this from a 2 power to a 1 power. I don't think it matters too much, but it might. Storm Horseman of Famine. Objective: end 2 turns in a row with unspent energy. Give your other cards here and in your hand plus 2 power. I like this card. High evolutionary buff. I like it. It will buff other decks like the Star-Lord deck, which is also in high evolutionary. It will buff mostly any deck that has... It will buff any deck that you don't need to place turn 1 and 2. I feel like those are the only turns you can get away with not placing your cards with this type of card, is turn 1 and 2. Now, will this change the meta where you build your decks exclusively around turns 3 up? No, because she's not reducing your cost. That's the biggest thing here. She's not reducing your cost. She's just giving you power. And you can get away with that in some decks. But in most decks, this can punish you. So while I think she's going to be really good in those decks that she fits into, like really good, I think she's going to be one that people need to be careful with. Like, I'm excited for this unit. I think this one's going to be the strongest potentially out of the batch just because power is power. Power wins. But at the same time, it's like where you're running her really matters. Where can you run her? Probably any deck that doesn't need to place turn 1 and 2. So like bounce decks can't use this. Probably, I don't think you can really play this in a bounce deck. Shallow decks cannot use this because Shallow wants to be spamming cards out by turn 2. Though, that being said, sometimes you just force your hand and you have to wait until turn 3 and you can still get a +9 Shallow, which is decent. So you could probably get away with it too. You also have to think about, like, will you draw this card? And is there any chance that I don't draw this and this backfires? You have to think about that too. This is a good tech card, but if you don't draw it, well, guess what? You can't even apply this to your field. She's a 3/1, so you have to really dedicate a lot to play her. It doesn't sound like a lot. 3/1 doesn't sound like a lot. Like, and that's why I think like high evolutionary and like Star-Lord decks is going to be okay with this because like you can make up that energy difference where other decks, that energy might matter. So I think she's good. I think she's really good. But I think like she's going to be restricted to where you can play her. But where you play her, she's going to be very strong. And this is going to be probably a really good high evolutionary buff. So for me, she's really good. Best card in the set. Now, that's the hardest question to answer because I think all these cards are really good. The Battle Pass card seems really, really good. It does. You can kind of plan out on reveal cards in your deck relatively easy because there's so many of them in the game. You can have a good game strategy going in, like, this is my on reveal strategy. This is what I'm going to do to make Strife pop off. Fing Fang Foom. That's the first one I think of. Because you can use magic. That's an on reveal. That's your first one. You can use. There's so many on reveals. That's the problem, right? Like if I just go to ability and go to on reveal, you have so many. Like you could use anti-mantium infusion in this motherfucker and use it. Like you could do that with Strife. You could do it. You can use Wong. I don't know why that would be your highest card, but it's just the possibilities. You could double Odin. What? Like, oh my goodness! Because you get full control over this. By the way, it's in your deck, so you can Fing Fang Foom. You could Odin. You could Hela for cheaper, which is a scary thought. You could Taskmaster, Star Lord. What's another one that would be probably really pretty solid? Black Panther, Zombie Man. Actually, wait a second. That would be sick. Zombie's getting a bruh. Shh, that's my idea. Don't let everyone tell you. Zombie. I might try it in zombies. In fact, let me go look at zombies. On reveal, on reveal, bruh. Who's getting cut? Is Wingbeat getting cut? Strife's going in my zombie deck 100%. Even if you Zola, it wouldn't be bad. If ideally you'd go for the or I could just boot this Armazola and go for a double like Giant Man setup and try to get it the pop before turn 4 because like on reveal, on reveal, on reveal. No, it's not. On reveal. I could probably figure out a way to juice up the on reveals here because here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. So there's 4 right there. 5 technically, 6. And then 7. Strife? Hello? Play 3 on reveal cards and use. And you can strategize around this really nicely in zombies. So, damn, I think Strife might be the best card out of the batch, just based off how well you can synergize your whole deck. Like, because like, look at all these on reveals. You can build yourself a deck and kind of do what you want with it. Like for move, for bounce, for zombies, for destroy. This for unused energy, like this card is flexible as hell. Strife is flexible, and even though he's a 4/6, I could still play him on turn 4, pop my giant zombie man, and then repop. This guy is amazing. Okay, my perspective's completely changed. Strife is really good. I think Wolverine's really good. Storm's really good. These two are probably pretty solid, and then I think these down here are pretty solid. I don't think any card's bad. I think they're all like preference based, but I think Strife is probably the strongest one. Will he see nerfs? I don't know. I don't know. I just thought of a way that I want to use them, so that's cool. So there you guys go. The best card out of the set, in my opinion, is probably going to be the Battle Pass card, which is not a bad thing. Hopefully. I'm scared of this card. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you think I missed any key points of these units. Maybe I'm underrating something. Maybe I'm underrating the Techno-Organic Virus. Maybe I'm underrating Horseman of Death, Archangel. Maybe I am underrating them. Maybe I'm just not looking at the bigger picture and thinking outside the box a bit more. I thought outside the box of Strife. It kind of just clicked like, oh crap, zombies. Maybe I'm just missing a deck that can actually utilize these cards really nicely. And I'm just not thinking of it right now because it is like about to be reset here in like 2 minutes, which is sick. Maybe I'll get a card that I want and I can actually, stop crying on the inside. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below who you're most excited for. I didn't think Strife would be the answer that I was expecting for myself. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be Storm or Wolverine. But now, after thinking about it, damn, I'm excited for Strife. I'm also scared about him. I think Strife's going to be one of those cards that is very scary to use in the right decks and could be game breaking in the right situations. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me talk. You know, comment down below. Give me your thoughts on all these cards that are coming, and I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Also, where are you going to put your coins? Are you going to sit and save for the month to follow? That's going to be the Daredevil month, which is going to have Muse in there. It's going to be really good. There's a few cards coming in the month after, which are really bangers. Muse is one of them that I'm looking forward to. Daredevil could be pretty good, maybe. Depends. And, yeah, let me know. Where are you putting your coins? Let me know in the comments below. Peace.